Smoke a purse so sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
Y'all know what the fuck we doing, man. It's HighThoughtsTV. Niggas hot in the bitch, man.
I'm smoking a purse so sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
Kanye West, you know, he viral again. He put up the tweet 2 days ago where he said he used to look at dirty magazines like with his cousin. His cousin would come over and they would find like his daddy and his mama Playboy magazines and said they would try to do what they seen. And then at the bottom of the tweet he put, he gave his cousin head until he was 14. Like, he's like,
man, let me tell you something, bro. See, this goes to why it's important that we start changing the narrative and we create a culture where manhood is introduced and stays in the kid life from birth. Because he didn't, what was his father? You know what I mean? Like, but man set the tempo of what you should do and what you shouldn't do. You know what I mean? Our nuts fall faster. We be ready to fuck. When our nuts fall, we ready to fuck. You know, and sometimes before then. But we're natural beings. Boys are natural, men are natural beings. Which means, you know, we get into the sexual aspect of things before girls. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but us as a group of people, bro, we have a history of having, we just have a history of sickness and just fucked up things that happen within families. Uncles fucking nieces, cousins raping cousins, and brothers fucking sisters, and you know what I mean?
yeah.
But if that's his truth, that's his motherfucking truth. You know what I'm saying? If that's Kanye's truth, that's his goddamn truth. You know, and sometimes people just need to bare their soul. You know what I mean? Like, there's no freedom and there's no redemption if you don't openly testify about the struggles that you had. Maybe he's just not realizing, or maybe he's just not getting to the point where he don't give a fuck to tell the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the fact that you sucking the dick until you was 14, that's crazy work. At that point, you should have known that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you 6 and 7, you know, we can understand, but nigga, you sucking dick till you was 14? Come on, yay. Come on, yay. Where was the niggas around? You ain't ever asked when your uncle's like, hey, you ever do this move on your, or like you man, hey, you ever suck dick before? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
But that's why, like I said, in other cultures, they don't frown on young boys for being freaky, and they show them the way it go. You know what I'm saying? So it just here is just like people try to raise boys like they raise girls, and you gotta raise them separately.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean? My dad didn't raise me like he raised my sisters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, that's just the facts. You know what I mean? We gotta stop treating these. We gotta stop treating it like everyone's equal. Men and women are not equal. You know what I'm saying? We're not. So we should train and raise kids based on the gender that they are. You know what I mean? You will coddle your daughter. You shouldn't coddle your son.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't do that. It makes them soft. You know what I mean? You might not whoop your daughter when she deserves to get a whooping, but your son gonna get it. You know what I mean? And it's just law. Like, you have to embed right and wrong in your son. Like, you got to do it with both kids, but the way you go about it, you're gonna do it differently with your son, because it takes you got to break them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they didn't do the women in slavery like they did the men. They didn't have to break the women. They broke the men. When you break the man, you break the women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's the same thing with little boys. Like, you just got to raise them differently. You have to be open with them about sex. You have to be open with them about what the role that you play as a man. You have to be open with these kids. You know what I mean? Because it's too much shit that they see on TV. It's too much. It's just too much. They see it on the internet. So it's just like, my advice is like, shit, his parents should have shown him the difference a long time ago. You know what I mean? You know, shit. That's damn, man. You know, but it's a beautiful thing. If that is his truth, and he's able to speak his truth now, and he wasn't trolling, the only way to come through a breakthrough, bro, is you gotta tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that causes him to grow some more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now some truths I think you should just keep to your motherfucking self. Do that shit in the closed section. Like, you know, you want your truth to help somebody else. I'm gonna find a group who's struggling with something, and I'm gonna go to that group and tell them my truth. I ain't gonna put it on the internet.
No,
you got to have that I don't give a fuck money, and I think that's how much money he got.
Yeah.
Kanye got them I don't give a fuck billions. You know what I'm saying? What? What?
He dropped the song. He's saying it in the song too. Like, that's the whole hook. The hook of the song is, I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin.
But you could once again, when Kanye talking his mannerism, you can tell, like, he ain't just like he's not a real masculine being.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just like, you could tell that he crossed that road when you know what I'm saying, sometime in his past. Like, you know, that for me I could tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just seems like a soft man. You know what I mean?